yourself and the players that you brought with you today.
Sure. My name's Joe Weber from Columbus High School. With me is senior Nick Mora, who's committed to Iona College or signed with Iona College. Senior catcher Anthony Gonzalez, who's signed with Stetson University. Junior shortstop Carlos Hakame, who's committed with Stetson University. And junior first baseman Luis Miguel, who's uncommitted yet but should be shortly. He's our best hitter.
Okay, well, first talk to me a little bit about, last year, Joe. I mean, once again, another great run to the state Final Four. Just a great matchup with Douglas in the semifinals. Came up a run short. Just talk to me about motivation of the kids coming back, and hopefully see if they can get back. Not an easy place to get to. It's a tough journey, but talk to me about the prospects of trying to get back there and maybe get it done this time.
Well, it was a great run. We had 10 senior starters last year that are all gone. So this is a completely different group of kids, a much younger team than last year and teams I've had in the past. But a pretty talented group that I think will get better as the year goes on. And so we don't try to look to play a team per se, just play within the system and try and get better each day.
So it could be, there's going to be some growing to do this year. The kids are going to have to get used to each other on the field and whatnot. So
Yes, to some degree. Now, remember, we're one of the few schools that we play together all summer long, so it's not like we haven't been together for 45 games in the summer, traveling to South Carolina, Fort Myers, Palm Beach, etc. So from that aspect, it'll be a lot easier. But summer ball's different than regular season. It's always a different scenario when you turn on the lights in the regular season.
Anthony, talk about that a little bit, because you guys talk to me about the importance of the summer ball, especially in this instance where you guys were in the dugout last year watching most of your seniors on the field. And talk to me about learning to play with each other and translating that out onto the field this spring.
Well, once we lost that game in the state semis, we went like the next week. We were already working on summer ball, and from there our chemistry has been building, and it's been a great ride right now, and we're gonna make it even better in the next 3 months, 4 months.
Nicholas, you all 4 years at Columbus, you're a senior now, and so you've been there. You've been part of this culture, this program, and it's the same question to the Paces, the Westminster Christians of the world. Okay, that you enter into a program that is, where there's high expectations, the bar set very high. Talk to me about what it's like to play for Columbus baseball, Coach Weber, because like I said, your expectation level is very high. Talk to me about what that's like for you, what that's been like for you.
It's an honor, to be honest, to play for Columbus, because I know a lot of kids have been trying to make the varsity team since 4 years, and not a lot have made it. Since I was a freshman, there's only like 3 or 4 kids that made varsity. So for me to play all those 4 years, it's been an honor, and yeah.
Louis, speak to that a little bit. Talk to me about, I'll ask you the same question.
I think that Columbus is one of the hardest places to play at, with the amount of kids that want to come to Columbus, and with the amount of competition that there is. And I think just waiting your time and coming in every day and performing, and just slowly moving up the system, and just coming in every day and working hard, and never taking a day off, because if you take a day off, then you never know who's gonna come in, because everyone wants to go to Columbus and they all want to play. So.
What about you, Carlos? Coach doesn't. You play at Columbus. Coach just doesn't hand you a uniform. You got to go out and earn that number. Do you not?
Yeah, you got to earn it. You got to come every day ready for practice, ready for a game. You just can't, even if you're playing just a fall game or a summer game, you think it doesn't count. Every coach is watching, and it's how you perform. Do good, you're gonna have a chance. You're gonna give you a chance, and yeah.
Joe, you've been around for a long time, so you've had to deal with different teams. Last year, you came in with a senior laden team, so you had kids that had been there, done that. Do you try and adjust your coaching style to maybe fit, when you got a team a little bit less experienced like you do? You have to sort of change how you handle the team, how you handle things?
Sure, I think every team has its own dynamic to it, and you have to be a little more patient with some younger teams, but you can still demand the same excellence and set bars high for them to achieve. And then you have to change with your team. I mean, last year we set school records in home runs. This team is not that team, but there's a lot of ways to skin a cat, and I plan on us being the best bunting team in the state of Florida. We bunt and bunt and bunt every day, and when we get an opportunity to score a run, we're going to cash in on that. Maybe in a year from now, as some of the guys get older and stronger, we may develop into a different style team and start driving balls in the gap more and not have to play as much small ball. But to start the year, we're going to play a lot of small ball, and I can tell you, our defense is really good. So we're going to try and win with pitching, defense, and some small ball.
Who's going to be in the mound for you this year? Who you turn to your arms? Talk about your arms.
So we had one returner, Gabriel Cruz, who's committed to Stetson. He's a junior. He's touched 92, but he's down right now. And another returner, Fred Zapata, threw like 6 innings, but not a whole lot. We're not overpowering on the mound, but the kids are going to pitch to contact. We're not going to walk people. We're going to put the ball in play and let these guys behind them make the plays. Try not to beat ourselves.